Take a deep breath in through the nose, filling up the chest, the ribs, and the belly, and then exhale, sigh it out. Inhale deeply, filling up chest, ribs, belly, and sigh it out. Third time, breathing in, filling up chest, ribs, belly, and sigh it out. Allow yourself to breathe normally and just notice where your feet are in space. If they're a little bit extended out, bring them back to 90 degrees. Get the angles 90 degrees at the ankle, 90 degrees at the knees, 90 degrees at the hips, spine long. Sitting bones sitting in the chair or on the floor, spine long coming up, shoulders back and down, head and neck level. This is all you have to do. Let the bones balance upon bones. Breathe. Allow yourself to notice what it is to be in your body, what it is to be balanced. And just knowing that this moment of you sitting in balance is unique. This moment will never happen again. This moment is a special confluence of molecular interactions and bonds, chemical bonds, assembling into cells, assembling into organs, assembling into organ systems, assembling into you. Billions of interactions happening at this moment to keep you alive, alert, awake, aware. And everything is doing what it is designed to do. Heart beating, lungs breathing, brain thinking. This is all what it's designed to do. And you are here observing all of it. Maybe you can feel the pulsation of your heart in your chest. Maybe by tapping into that pulsation in your chest, you feel blood pumping into different parts of your body. Maybe you feel it coming up through the left shoulder and down the arm, all the way down to the hand and fingertips. Maybe you feel your pulse in your thumb. Maybe you notice the skin and the muscles in the back adjusting. Postural muscles keep us in place, and they are constantly making micro adjustments to ensure that we are stable, that we are safe, that we are capable of moving in all the ways that we desire. Maybe you notice the nexus of muscles at the base of the spine, right where the pelvic girdle meets the spine. There's a certain assemblage of muscles here that kind of work in a spiral action to, again, keep the posture straight and long. And you're noticing them moving. Micro movements to keep you stable. Depending on where you are sitting, You might be adjusting to the seat that your body is on, the softness or firmness of that seat, and whatever it takes to keep you in this position of what we call stillness, but is actually millions of micro movements happening simultaneously. This is the beauty of you. If this were all you had to do today, what could you release and what would you sustain? And the body is where we can notice our own current state. Our breath is where we can shift our current state, allowing ourselves to deeply inhale and exhale for a little bit longer than the inhale. We can shift, we can change, we can evolve. And we bring to our mind's eye the word contentment. You can visualize the word or visualize something that you think represents contentment. I will offer an image of contentment and growth. There is a 5.5-month-old baby who is being played with by their mom, bounced up and down. This baby sees a big round drum, and the mom sits behind the baby, and the baby sits in front of the drum. And the baby is so curious about the sound that happens with the drum. Boom, boom, boom. That the baby just wants to sit up and hit the drum some more. So they do. They just boom, boom, boom. They're so happy and loved and supported and cared for, and they drum. And when the mom steps back from the baby is sitting up and the baby is drumming. The baby is so overcome with laughter and joy. And they've just hit a milestone, an infant milestone of sitting up 3 weeks early because they are so curious about the drum. And just take in the joy that you imagine this baby having, hitting the drum, sitting up, reaching a milestone, but emerging from contentment. They were supported and loved, and they grew to the next step and the next milestone. Take a deep breath in and let it out through the nose. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Third time. Deeply in through the nose and out through the nose. Imagine who is around you, who supports you. Bring to the mind's eye your source of support, your source of connection, the people who love you, past and present, even future, if you'd like. But imagine all of those points of connection. This is the beauty. because sometimes we are mentored and loved by those who never knew us in person. We are mentored and loved by the words that we read on the page of philosophers who understand our plight as humans. We are connected to those who loved us when we were young, who protected us from danger, and even some people who were supposed to protect us from danger who didn't, and we still found some sliver of hope, some sliver of connection to find that connection, find that rootedness, that ground. All of the people in your life who wished you well, no matter where they are in the theater of life, front row, midsection, balcony seats, if they have wished you well, allow that support to filter in. And here you are in that network of web, that network of support, everyone who wants you to win. And then imagine with curiosity that next step that you imagined you would take today. That step of being more of yourself, that step of being more visible, that step of doing the work of connecting with people, that step of writing, that step of creating, that step of asking for what you want. Whatever that next step is, imagine that you are supported by everyone who has wanted you to win, and you are walking right into that next step with support and contentment and growth. Allow your breath to slowly deepen. Notice the feeling of contentment and growth, how they support each other, how it is a natural inclination of the person. Allow yourself to visualize you doing the next step with joy, with support, in love. Place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, knowing that action will come from the heart and the belly. Action will come from being aware of this sensation of feeling supported and asking next and doing the next step. You have an area of influence. You have an area where you can improve what is around you. So take a deep breath in and allow yourself to continue to move forward. Next, put your hands together in front of you, rub the hands, place them over the eyes so that you can continue to see what is next and be ready to move forward. Rub the hands together again, place them over the eyes so that you can see over the face, so that you can feel it and how you express it to others, so that you can rub it over the top of their head, so that you can feel that connection to the higher power. Rub the ears so that you can hear what is needed to do the next thing. You can hear that inner voice. Rub the hands together and place over the eyes, the face, top of the head, the ears, the neck. Take it down the shoulders, integrated into the front of the body, the back of the body, down the hips, all the way down to the feet. And open those hands like a book in front of you and look at those hands. That's all you have to look at. And smile and appreciate them for what they will help you complete today. The inner spirit in me honors the inner spirit in each and every one of you. Thank you.